Hey, we'd like to welcome you to a game here today between two desperate teams as week number 9 of the Retro Bowl League continues with a matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. And as we look at the playoff picture, this is a big game. Both these teams desperately need a win. If the Bengals lose, they will be mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. Meanwhile, if the Dolphins lose, they will pretty much be eliminated from playoff contention. So both teams searching for a win here in week number 9. And we are ready to get this game underway between the Dolphins and the Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals will get the ball first at their own 41-yard line, first down and 10. They will start with a run to the left side of the field, and there he goes. He's already in the clear on the first play from scrimmage, inside the 30. Inside the 20, being chased. What a run! Inside the 10, and finally brought down a 51-yard run to start the game for the Bengals. While you don't often see explosive runs here in Retro Bowl, but we just saw one right here on the very first play as well. My goodness, what a play for the Bengals to start. And this is a Miami Dolphins team who has really struggled the last few weeks. Again, they started the season 3-2, but they've lost their last 3 games. First and goal already for the Bengals. Waiting, he's got lots of time. Now he fires to the sideline. It is caught for the touchdown. And 2 plays in, the Bengals strike first. It only took them 2 plays to get into the end zone. Great protection from the offensive line. The pressure does come towards the end. But there's a Bengals receiver wide open on the right sideline. In for the touchdown. What a start for the Cincinnati Bengals. Extra point is good. 7-0 in favor of Cincinnati. We are less than a minute into this game. Let's see if Miami can respond at their own 40-yard line. First down for the Dolphins. They look to throw. Pressure is coming. He fires an interception. And now the Bengals defense comes up with a big play. What a start to this game for the Bengals. Yeah, big plays offensively, now a big play defensively. And the Dolphins quarterback threw that ball into tight traffic. But the Bengals defense did an excellent job covering all the receivers. There was just nobody open on that play. The running back may have been open for a split second, but not long enough to really create enough separation. Just like that, the Bengals will take over into Dolphins territory. I mean, that's only the 4th play of the game. And the Bengals have the lead and the ball. What a start for Cincinnati. As good of a start as you can have. Here's a first down and more. He is in the clear inside the 20, and he is gone. Touchdown, Cincinnati, 45 yards. What a start for the Bengals. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is just a short pass and a couple broken tackles. That defender completely whiffed. And just like that, he takes it to the house. We're not even halfway through this first quarter, and the Bengals have already scored 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's unheard of here in Retro Bowl. And it doesn't happen very often, as the extra point is good. 14-0 in favor of the Bengals. You remember back earlier in the season, Miami went down 21-0 to the Cleveland Browns, and they came back and put it within 1 score, so maybe they can do something similar here today. They don't want to go down 21-0, though. They want to make sure that this is their biggest deficit of the game. Second down and 2 after the short pass for Miami. This pass is complete for the first down. There's a nice block. There's a broken tackle, but that tackle is made. An 18-yard gain right at midfield. First down for Miami. He waits. He fires down the field, deflected and caught somehow for the first down. A crazy deflection, but the Dolphins will take it. My goodness, the Dolphins got a lucky bounce right there. And somehow they're able to move those chains. Here's a first down inside the 20, broken tackle. And a 17-yard gain inside the 15. What a crazy start to this game. First down. He waits. Waiting some more. Now he fires. But it goes out of bounds. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Dolphins are at the 14-yard line. Here is the pass. That pass is a little bit low. Incomplete. And now it's third down for the Dolphins. Third and 10. He will throw, and it's caught, and he will get the first down. Big first down for Miami, and that will take us to the end of a wild first quarter. The Bengals lead 14-0. Right, we begin the second quarter. First and goal for the Dolphins at the 2. Here's the run. Good tackle made at the 1-yard line, preventing the Dolphins from getting into the end zone. Second and goal. They will run it to the other side and blown up. A tackle for loss, losing 2 yards. Now it's third down again. Miami has already converted a third down on this drive. This pass is caught and a touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board. That was a pretty adventurous drive for Miami, but they are able to get into the end zone. And a must-needed score for Miami as now they put this game back within one score. They put themselves in an early hole, but they're still in this game. Still lots of time. They do miss the extra point, however, so that won't help them. Miami trailing by 8. Bengals once again getting pretty good field position here at their own 40-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bengals. Pressure's coming, has to get rid of it, and it is complete. There's a nice block for the first down into Dolphins territory, past the 40. And a 26-yard gain past the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense has been spectacular so far. They've had a lot of big plays in this game. Wow, the Dolphins defender almost got to the quarterback right there. Almost took him to the ground, but amazingly enough, able to get rid of that football and find a receiver for the first down. They're at the Dolphins 35. First down. Here's the pass. It is complete. Out across the 30. And that will barely be enough for the first down inside the 25. As the Bengals are trying to add on to their lead. First down. Pass towards the sideline is complete. And that tackle is made. 8-yard gain. Second down and 2. They will run it to the right side and only getting a yard. So this is a big third down play here halfway through this second quarter. Third and inches. The run up the middle. And he will not get the first down. Stopped at around the line of scrimmage. And it's fourth down and the Bengals are going to kick the field goal. Interesting. I actually thought they were going to go for it, but they're going to be conservative here and try to go up by 2 scores. The kick is up and good. So it's now 17-16. I know a lot of people out there would have gone for that, but the Bengals decide to kick the field goal, go up by 2 scores. They are now up by 11, 17-6. Miami Dolphins now will take over at the 31-yard line. This pass over the middle is complete. There's a first down and more. At across midfield, and he is in the clear inside the 40, being chased by 2 defenders inside the 20, and finally brought down a gain of 50 yards. There's been a lot of big plays in this game. How about the yards after the catch right here, as that pass only went through about 10 yards, but the Dolphins receiver able to run for an additional 40 yards, thanks to a couple of missed tackles. Miami was off to a rough start, but they have bounced back. Forcing the Bengals to only a field goal, and they scored a touchdown on their last drive, and now they're knocking on the door here once again. First down, the pass over the middle is complete in stride inside the 10. He will take it to about the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Dolphins, under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He will throw, end zone, got it, touchdown! And it's back to a 1-score game. Yeah, beautiful throw here from the Dolphins quarterback. There wasn't a lot of separation there, but, when there isn't a lot of separation and you're throwing to a receiver, the throw has to be, better than usual. And that was beautiful throw from the Dolphins quarterback, and now they're going for 2. Going for 2, and it's incomplete. A lot of traffic there. No one able to catch the ball, but obviously Cincinnati will take that as they prevent the Dolphins from making it a 3-point game. All right, Cincinnati has 17 seconds to go before the half. See if they can get some points here as this pass is intercepted by Miami with 10 seconds to go. And now the Dolphins have a chance to come away with some points before the half. What a huge interception. Oh my goodness. And, the Bengals could have just ran the ball, run the clock out, but instead they decide to be aggressive. But it might come back to haunt them as they throw that interception. Huge interception. Now Miami, with 10 seconds left, can make this a 2-point game potentially, or heck, even score a touchdown. But they got to be mindful of the clock. 10 seconds to go. This pass is also intercepted. What is happening? What is going on in this game? This has been bananas. Oh my goodness. And the Dolphins, they felt bad. I guess they didn't want the gift that the Bengals gave them. They felt bad in receiving a gift, so they decided to give the gift right back. And oh my goodness, this has been a crazy first half. You gotta love it though. Both these teams have been struggling in the second half of the season. And a bit of a sloppy game, but it has been an entertaining one, as the Bengals will lead by 5 at the half. A desperation game. The winner will have a chance to make the playoffs, while the loser will pretty much be eliminated in the Bengals case. 17-12 at the half. All right, about to start the second half. The Dolphins were not off to a good start. They were trailing 14-0, but now they've put the game within 5, and they get the ball to start the second half, but nowhere to go, losing 2 yards on the run. Can't really call it a run because he didn't really run that far. Yeah, he merely tackled right as he got the football. 2nd down and 12. The pass is incomplete, and an early 3rd down here for Miami. They need to get to the 38-yard line for a first down. 3rd down, going deep, and it's caught for the first down, and the stiff arm, and a 21-yard gain. The Dolphins keep the drive alive. What a throw and catch, and the stiff arm saying, get out of my way. And the Dolphins still have possession. Good open field tackle right there behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 for Miami. They look to throw. He waits. He's got lots of time. But time ran out, and he is taken down for the sack. And another 3rd down situation for Miami. 3rd and 15. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. It is caught. But he is about a yard short of the first down. They are beyond midfield. And they are going to go for it. 4th down and 1. Huge play. Going for it on 4th down. The run! And he barely got the first down as he somehow got away from the Bengals defenders in the backfield. Can't believe the Bengals couldn't bring down the Dolphins running back. And my goodness, what a crazy drive this has been. This pass is complete to the running back for a 6-yard gain. This game has been wild. My goodness. 2nd down and 4. Going deep, and he just overthrew him. Incomplete. And another 3rd down for the Dolphins. Their 3rd one of this drive. And it's the 2nd time that they've converted. 1st down. Yeah, out across the 30 now. This has been a long drive as well. Still the opening drive of the second half. It's taken 2 minutes now. 1st down. Pressure's coming, and smartly the Dolphins quarterback will throw it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 for Miami. Trying to take their first lead of the game. Pressure's coming, gets rid of it. It is complete. And he has the first down, and he's still going inside the 10. And a gain of 20 yards. That's going to set up 1st and goal for the Dolphins. The Dolphins were down 14-0 to start. Trying to take their first lead. Quick pass. He's got it for the touchdown. And the Dolphins take the lead. Just a quick pass right there. The Bengals defense actually covered that pretty well. But a beautiful throw from the Dolphins quarterback. He has rebounded completely from a disastrous start and takes it to the house. And somehow Miami has this lead. Remarkably enough. And now they're going to go for 2 to make this a 3-point game. 2-point conversion, and that is an easy catch by the running back. And the Dolphins are now up by 3, 20-17, with 25 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Bengals once again are going to get good field position. They've gotten good field position all game long to start their drives. They will start this drive at their own 40-yard line. First down. Here is the pass over the middle. It is complete into Dolphins territory and a first down, a gain of 15 yards out across the 45-yard line. Bengals were up 14-0 to start, but since then they've only been able to kick a field goal. Pass over the middle is complete. And another first down, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. What a crazy game this has been. Everything on the line between the Dolphins and the Bengals. All right, we begin the fourth quarter. The Bengals, they don't win this game, they will be eliminated from playoff contention. First down. Pressure, firing, and completing for the first down. Still going inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. And the Bengals take the lead, 34 yards. What a clutch play from the Bengals. Almost getting sacked, able to get rid of the football at the very last second. Gets a nice block, couple missed tackles, and he runs it in for the touchdown. The Bengals, they haven't really played that well since the first quarter, but they have the lead in the fourth quarter. My goodness, what a crazy game this has been. Extra point is good. Bengals are now in front 24-20. Still lots of time though for Miami. 2:37 to go. They're down by 4. They will start this drive at their own 33-yard line. First down for the Dolphins. Pressure's coming. Needs to get rid of it. He does, but the pass incomplete. Unable to make the catch right there. Yeah, that certainly looked catchable. Second down. He fires over the middle. It is complete. Not quite enough for the first down. It's a gain of 9. It's going to be third down and 1 for Miami. They will try to run it. And they will barely get the first down. My goodness. Yeah, he kind of was stalled there as he had no running room whatsoever, but somehow got the first down. First down for the Dolphins. Maneuvers around the defender, picking up a first down near the 45-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go. First down for the Dolphins. He will fire towards the sideline. It is complete. And a first down. Out of bounds. Pick up a 12 yards. Miami marching down the field, hoping this is going to be a game-winning drive. That run goes for 2 yards. Second down and 8 now. Here is the quick pass. It is complete. He gets a nice block for the first down, and he will take it to the 20-yard line, a gain of 11 yards. What a drive this has been for Miami. They just need to make sure they don't turn the ball over. No stupid mistakes at this point in the game, or else it's going to cost you. Here's a 2-yard run. If Miami does score, they're chewing a lot of clock. Cincinnati's not going to have a lot of time to respond. The pass over the middle falls incomplete, and it's third down now. 3rd and 8. Did he get to the 10-yard line for the first down? Bengals bringing pressure. Gets rid of it, and it's caught for the first down. Big first down for the Dolphins. Inside the 10. That's going to set up first and goal. And a big block by his fellow teammate. If it wasn't for that block, he wouldn't have gotten the first down. They will run the ball. Good tackle made. They called their first timeout. Geez, the Dolphins were a little late there calling that timeout. They let about 2 seconds run. Second and goal for Miami. Looking end zone touchdown. And the Dolphins take the lead with 25 seconds to go. Good amount of time in the pocket, and the Dolphins receiver able to find separation from the Bengals defenders, because initially he was very well covered, but a good move, a great route run by the Dolphins receiver, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Miami has the lead. What a game this has been. Spectacular game. This is a big extra point, and it is good. 27-24. The Bengals are 22 seconds away from being eliminated from playoff contention. But they will start at their own 40-yard line. Good field position. They have all 3 timeouts. All they need is a field goal to force overtime. First down, Cincinnati. The pass intercepted! And that's going to do it! The Dolphins will keep their season alive, and the Bengals, it's heartbreak. It certainly is a heartbreaking loss for the Bengals. They were off to such a good start, but they throw this interception with a chance to tie the game. The Dolphins defense stepping up big when they needed to. And a great job just to cut the route, and Miami gets a huge win. Again, they wouldn't have been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention if they lost, but I mean, it would have been, a less than 1% chance. So Miami essentially keeping their season alive with this big victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. What a game. This was probably one of the best games of the year, in my opinion, at least entertainment-wise. Dolphins will run out the clock, and that is it. Miami defeats Cincinnati in an outstanding game by a final score of 27-24. Again, we've said this a lot, but the Bengals going up 14-0. We really thought the Bengals were going to control this game, but Miami able to come back. And they came back very quickly as well. I mean, it didn't even take them the entirety of the game to come back. I mean, they took the lead in the third quarter. And then each team scoring a touchdown in the fourth quarter, but it was not enough for the Bengals to win this game. What a game. Taking a look at the standings, not only are the Bengals eliminated, but this Dolphins victory also eliminates the Browns and the Patriots. Now, you're probably wondering, well, all those teams now have 3-6 records. Miami's only one game ahead of them, so you're probably wondering, how are they eliminated? Well, it's because the Dolphins play against the Jets next week, and the Jets won earlier today. So because they play each other and they both have 4-5 records, obviously one of them has to get their 5th win, so that is why those teams are eliminated from playoff contention. Even if that game ends in a tie, they would still have a better record than all those teams who have 3 wins right now that could potentially go up to 4 wins. What a crazy game this was. We hope you guys enjoyed it. The Miami Dolphins defeat the Cincinnati Bengals in a thriller by a final score of 27-24.